Hello all, my name is Mars, and welcome back to the Séance of Blake Manor. It has been a little while, about 3 weeks, and to be perfectly honest, this is largely due to the fact that I was so embarrassed and guilty about looking up how to get into the bathhouse in this game that I couldn't bear to record for several days. And then when I don't record for several days, it's just really hard to get back into the habit. But I'm mostly over it. We got quite a haul of information out of my cheating, and that's going to loom over every mystery that requires the use of those materials, but I don't know, I'll live with it. Everyone I've told this to is like, it's not cheating. It's just an authentic part of how you play the game, and I want to accept that. But I'm trying to make like good content here, and good content usually involves people finding stuff out on their own. All right, but I've had some time to think. I think more or less the only thing we have to do now during this hour is maybe go to dinner and find something else out there. Looking back on what we found what I'm assuming is Mr. Darcy's ring. And if we can find Olivia, then we can confirm with her whether it belonged to him. We can also talk about this with Hazel and Mr. Coventry. But we can talk about it with Hazel because that's the symbol of her society, Hoggetty, isn't it? Alright, well, we found that. We found pages from Evelyn's journal about her and Miss Quinn. And we can talk about that with Miss Quinn. And we found the code to Mr. Scarrett's lockbox, which contained this dagger, which who knows what we can do with that, and 3 tarot cards, a reading that Mr. Scarrett had done. And we probably need to talk to Carmela about that, but I think she, like a lot of people, are currently at dinner. So we would have to wait until the passing of the hour to talk to her. I still have like no idea what I'm supposed to do here. I realize I haven't talked to Mr. O'Finn about any of this, and he might know more than me, or any of the other people I've talked to. It mentions here that everything related to the Tir na Nog, or the Irish Otherworld, was taken out of the library. And maybe I'm supposed to find that to give me clues on where to find this portal. I don't know. Maybe Mr. O'Finn has something to say about that. And I'm also, concerning Fia's, Mrs. Callahan's, action. Oh, it says I can find someone to help her. Well, first I need to find more components, but it does say here that I have not finished investigating Miss Callahan's room or Dr. Callahan's room, so maybe I need to give that another shake before I go to dinner. Let's go to where? The northeast upper corridor. That's northwest. Nope, northeast. Let's go check out the Callahan's bedrooms. Because I have a feeling that Rory might be hiding the components from his aunt, which would be a nasty thing to do, but I don't know. Something tells me he's looking to undermine her somehow. Alright, so no one's in here, so let's go in. Alright, I might have come in here, discovered the thing about Miss Montavani, and then booked it as soon as I figured that out. What am I missing in here? Just stationery. His shoes. His letters. Yeah. A book, probably not even his. What am I missing? Did I not look in the bin? I did not look in the bin. A letter from Miss Dean. She's thanking him for his offer to tutor her, but she says she wants to learn from a true master, Fia. The letter has been crumpled up more than once, as if he'd been taking it out, rereading it, and discarding it over and over again. Okay, so we learn more about Rory. Find correspondence. Dr. Callahan was in direct communication with Miss Dean regarding a mentorship in the mystic arts. I should search the manor for any further correspondence that might have been hidden away. Where would I find it? Perhaps I could find their initial correspondence hidden away somewhere around the manor. Where would I look? Some books. More letters. Can we take another look at these photos? We've already looked at those. We can look at the newspaper. A London paper. He is reading an article on staff shortages in the hospitals there. Makes sense, as he is a doctor. Okay, so I guess we finished investigating his room. It doesn't seem like he's hidden anything in here. But maybe his aunt has hidden something else for us to find. I guess I wasn't thorough enough. I think they're both at dinner, so it should be good to go in here. Alright, what am I missing? A recent paper from the region. It's folded to show an extra article calling out a number of strange occurrences in the area. Milk curdling, a calf born with an extra limb, an entire crop rotting the night before harvest. Seems like that would be of interest to her. Research notes. Okay. I looked at her shoes. I don't want to waste time looking at her dresses. Nothing else in there. Okay. Until your headache passes, Aunt. Some dress clothes. Just want to make sure I don't miss dinner. Her journal. Can I read it again? It's just about the dreams. Okay. Maybe I will look at her clothes. Some dress clothes. An assortment of clothing. Okay, that's nothing. It says I still need to investigate room 9. What am I missing? The titles are both in Irish. I do not know what they say. Okay. Well, it seems her components are not in here. So I think I'll just go to dinner. Let some time pass. Unless... I have some stuff to ask Mr. O'Finn, but he's not in the bar right now. I'll just go to dinner. Oh, it's so empty. We haven't run into a single other person this episode so far. It's so spooky. That's the drawing room. Dining room is this way.
Hello again, sir. You here for the meal?
Yes.
Certainly, sir. Let me show you to your seat.
I understand the concern, Signorina. I do... Oh, but Mr. Ward, would you like to join us?
We were just talking about, well, whether this seance is such a good idea. You're welcome to join us if you'd like.
Sure.
I'd be delighted to. Is there doubt about the seance?
Si. Signorina Callaghan has concerns about it taking place.
If you ask me, Mr. Ward, there's nothing good to come of this. Best to leave these lands be. They're unsettled enough already.
I could say, amica mia, that it's only one spirit. One among many, apprehended for less than an hour. Were it to cause much trouble, I would not do it.
She knows it's gonna cause trouble. She knows it's gonna kill her.
This is, of course, a lie. How can I say it is safe when it has not been done before? Of course I would risk this. And the Marquess, he sees value in that risk too.
I'm not sure the Marquis knows what's good for him.
Ask Miss Callahan's reasoning. I want to learn more about the Marquess. We have not spoken to him at all. He's been around, apparently, but...
What is it that has you so concerned, Miss Callahan?
See, this was once sacred ground. There are portals, ways to the other world, underground, all over the country. But this place housed a significant one.
Tell me more. Give me a hint.
I worry that when our medium here calls forth something from the other side, she'll call the wrong thing.
You offend me. I'm a better medium than that.
So it's underground? So maybe I'm looking in the wrong direction. I should be looking at the ground.
You'll call out in a place you don't know, where things you don't know walk. They are tricksters. They can call back in any way that pleases you. And right now, you seem most eager to succeed at any cost.
Excuse my interrupting. A portal. Underground.
As such, aye.
Do you know a way to it?
Yes. Fia, he is asking for both of us.
Oh, that's long lost since the invasions. Not that I'd tell a man of God, even if it wasn't. Hasn't your kind plundered our myths enough?
No, I want to know more. But Father Sinnott is looking for it too. Okay. Interesting. Well, we still have a little bit of time in the hour. Maybe we can go back to the bar, see who's there. Maybe Mr. O'Finn is still here. It just doesn't say on the timetable. Mr. Farley is here. You two are here. Rory's here. Oh, Mr. O'Finn is here. I have a few things I want to talk to you about.
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
It also said in your mystery that I need to ask you, because apparently I haven't asked you about... I haven't directly asked you about, your spirit camera. Yeah. I've seen one of these before at a fair. A camera, I believe? A good eye, Mr. Ward, and only partially wrong. It is a camera, yes, but one modified to work as a spirit camera. Well, I modified it to work better as one. Any camera, in the right circumstances, can capture a spirit, of course. But my lens filters the image through complex geometry made of peridot, selenite, black tourmaline, labradorite, lapis lazuli, and clear quartz stones to both bring out the spirit and protect against it. I thought, what better place to really put this device to the test than here? These halls, and dare I say the people here, are likely crawling with spirits. I've even set up a dark room in my quarters. You have? So I can quickly develop images. Oh yeah, the stuff on the dresser. Not the dresser, the vanity. This way people can take away a copy should they wish. Would you care for a picture? See who or what haunts you? Ha! Sure, why not? Let the hour pass. Excellent! Come in my room. I have everything needed to take and develop your picture quickly. Lead the way.
Now, are you ready? Comfortable?
Yes, I think I am.
Then sit still and look at the camera.
It's gonna show Eamon, isn't it?
And we're done. It'll take me a few minutes to develop it.
Yep.
Please, Doctor. If you mean to make a fool of me, you have gone too far.
This is no prank. Whoever that spirit is...
Eamon. My brother. Eamon.
Eamon is with you, in a way. I should be clear. You are Catholic, yes? This is not to say that your brother isn't in heaven. Perhaps a way to explain it is to think of him as a guardian angel. But in truth, we don't know. Look there, at Miss MacLeod. No spirits. It's not that there is no loss in her life. So why? Nobody has been able to really explain things like this. That is why this event and Miss Mantovani's promises draw so many. Here. Take a copy. And with it, take solace that your brother is watching over you.
Thank you, Doctor. This means a lot to me. I can see why you champion these newer ways.
Dr. Callahan doesn't seem concerned that Eamon is watching over me. Is he watching over me? Or is he haunting me? Would Dr. Callahan be so sure Eamon was a guardian angel if he knew what had happened? Alrighty. We got some stuff. Are we, like, allowed to be in your room while you're in it, Rory? Oh, he should be at the bar, normally. Carmela's at the bar. We have something to ask her. Olivia's at the bar. We have stuff for her. I still have some more stuff to ask you, Rory.
Mr. Ward.
I can ask you about this. I can ask you about the Tirna Nog. Do you know anything about Tirna Nog? I'll assume that you know it's the old Irish afterlife as such, or since you are a Catholic, our version of heaven. I say our as Irish people, but also this is what I believe in, so do take what I say with a grain of salt. There are many things that separate it from heaven, of course. I think the most significant is its accessibility. Catholics have to die to get to heaven, but we pagans can find a way to the other world by less final means. It's not a truly physical place, of course, and defies physical rules. You can access it via the sea or via passageways on the land. Once mankind learns to fly, and mark my words we will, we may find gateways up there too. I can't recall quite which, but some faiths took the idea of heaven as up there very literally, crossover between birds and angels, etc., etc. I even have experimented with entering it via the dream space, but I digress. To be clear, I am not talking mythologically here. Yes, there are stories of that. Young Oisin of the Fianna went and came back hundreds of years later, of course. But we, you and I, could hop on horses and get to a passageway by the day's end. And it would need to be the day's end, for they are stronger at night. Or, if Fia is right, and this is a place of power, then we could remove the need for horses entirely. I have gotten close to the threshold to the other world a few times. It's part of my training. But going there and coming back are not the same thing, so I have only gotten close, and that was enough for me. Okay. What else can I ask you about? The photograph of Miss Dean. Do you recognize this picture? Of course I do, I took it. Maybe a week ago? Evelyn must have dropped it. You should return it to her. I would if I could find her. I don't know what to ask you. I'll ask you about your aunt's stuff. Do you know anything about the symbols on the well? That's Aunt Fia's work. You should ask her about that. Okay. Then I won't actually bother with that. I gather that Miss Dean was interested in learning Irish magic from your aunt? She was. Fia rejected her, though. That's all there is to that.
I have to be on my way.
Be well, Mr. Ward.
Okay, time to go to the bar and maybe get some things done. I feel like I know there's a passageway on the grounds. I just have no idea where it is or where to look. What if it's in the cemetery or you know, in the Blake Manor? How much would that suck? Well, then it would mean that I could get there tomorrow, but still. Alright. Declan makes a big entrance to the bar. He's got a lot to get done here. Mr. O'Finn is not still here. Alright, let's start with Carmela.
Signor Ward.
What do these cards mean? What would you make of a reading made up of the Hanged Man, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Death cards? So, let me see. 2 major arcana in one spread. There is a lot going on, perhaps. Turmoil in the recipient. First, the cards themselves. The Hanged Man, he represents sacrifice, new perspectives, higher learnings, this kind of thing. It is a card of great wisdom and personal growth. Death, now this can of course mean death, but rarely is this the case. It symbolizes more of a transformation or transition in life. A fork in the road of life, see? The Ten of Pentacles is for legacy and prosperity being passed down through generations. It is hard to comment on a spread not knowing the recipient, their question, all this. But a cold reading of this? I could take it to mean that somebody needs to make a sacrifice and undergo a transition to gain a new perspective. They do this and they may find something they seek. A form of enduring happiness, perhaps? Okay, so I was reading the cards wrong in that I was assuming it was a past, present, future spread. It's just in response to a question like, how can I be happy? And these are the three cards that combined will tell you the answer. Okay. But I was pretty bang on about the rest of it. I mean, I forgot that the hangman sometimes means sacrifice, which makes sense. It's about a man hanging upside down by his foot. That's what the image represents. So you can tell, like, he must be there for a reason. He must have sacrificed himself somehow. And are there other ways to read this? Of course, there are many ways to interpret the cards. Take an extreme, for example. In a literal way, these cards could mean a person must undertake the ultimate sacrifice, death. A legacy might be created then, through the nature of death itself. Or maybe the hanged man returns here, and new learning is left in their wake, which forms the legacy. Mind you, this is a shallow reading and only takes the face value of the cards into account, but shows how wide a range of interpretations there are, see? Alright, thank you very much.
Of course. Take her.
Now. You should make a sacrifice to gain a new perspective on the world. What did that tell us about Mr. Scarrett? Alright, now we just need to profile him. Find something else out. I guess I just need to talk to him more. Olivia, I have something good for you.
Mr. Ward, you've come back to me.
Oh, you have the symbol too. Here, Mrs. Darcy. Do you happen to recognize this ring? Where did you get that? I found it around the hotel. Does it mean something to you? Not anymore. It was my husband's, the dog that he was. No, keep it. I won't look at the awful thing.
That was all. Good day, Mrs. Darcy.
Good day,
Alright, we can talk to Mr. Dupre now about it, but where can we find Mr. Dupre? He's in the garden. We can do the exorcism now! Hooray! So, obviously, I've been thinking a lot about this game, well, even while I wasn't playing it, because the cheating and all ate on my mind. But I have a hunch, I think, regarding who I think the culprit might be. I, right now, suspect Mr. Hunter, the stable master, because he and this McLeod knew each other before, but that hasn't really factored into any mystery yet. You know? Oh, it's so dark. It's so spooky out here. Surely if there were going to be a portal, it would be out here, right? It would be right here. But, yeah, the relationship between Mr. Hunter and Miss McLeod has not really come up in a mystery in a substantial way yet, so I feel like maybe that is ultimately his motive, to protect his ward from, you know, the blackmail. I don't know. That's just a theory. There are still people that we know, like, absolutely nothing about. Like, Father Sinnott or Mr. Coventry. We still need to find their rooms. We'll find the key to their rooms tomorrow when we go down into the basement, but, which we can't do yet, but... Okay. I can ask you about the ring.
Mr. Dupre, would this work for Mrs. Darcy's needs?
Let me see. You know, I think it will. Come, let us first find Mrs. Darcy, and then a secluded area to perform the rite.
Ooh, yuck. That's a yucky ghost. That's an angry ghost. Ooh. And now the yucky ghost is inside the yucky ring.
Yes, I think he is gone.
Not quite. I've bound him to the ring. As long as it remains undamaged, he can torment you no further.
Well then, on my journey home, I shall lodge this into a clay sod and drop it off the side of the ferry. Thank you, gentlemen, both. I harbor no regret for what I did to that man. But I am glad he did not convince me to harm that stupid, selfish woman. Before coming here, I did not think this mystical business had anything to it. I wish I was still so naive. Seeing my husband's ghost was more than I wanted. I need not see another. I shall not be attending the séance. Now, if you will excuse me, Yes, I need to lie down for a while.
Mystery solved. Mrs. Darcy will no longer attend the séance. Yes, one of the first mysteries we started solving is finally concluded. I feel satisfied with this. I'd like to at least get that down to half. I wonder if I have gathered enough facts to eliminate any suspects. I should check my notes. We learned a few facts about Mrs. Darcy. I think we already eliminated her, though. She killed her husband and does not mourn him. She has never been in this area before. She is here under fake credentials and cannot use magic. Yeah. So she's not a magic user, so we can eliminate her. Alright. Now, I assume Miss Quinn is probably in the library, even though it doesn't say so. Even though it doesn't specifically say so on the timetable. I'm going to check the library and see if we cannot confront Miss Quinn about the journal. Lobby, not the lobby, the library. Yes, she is here. You're very predictable, Quarantine.
Hello, Mr. Ward.
I gather you and Miss Dean had a falling out of sorts. I suppose that is a way to describe it. I do not make friends easily, Mr. Ward. I have a great deal of responsibilities, and I am left with little time for socializing. Evelyn came to me for help deciphering a grimoire, an ancient tome of spells, that being my specialty. I liked her. She was curious and sharp, and she was exciting to be around. Chaotic, which was a nice break from how ordered the rest of my life was. We fast became friends. Then one of her friends in the order showed up with a Sufi who had, or claimed to have, an original copy of the Picatrix, with annotations not copied into later editions. She had to see it, of course, and all she needed to do was steal some of my books as payments, and denounce me publicly too, though I still don't understand the why of that. To stop me coming after her, I suppose. I couldn't, though. I was heartbroken. I washed my hands of it all and returned to my work. I would have been wiser to stick to my books in the first place. Alright.
I'll leave you be.
Farewell.
That didn't get us too much. Unless we learned some new facts about Miss Quinn. Yeah, she had a motive. I found a book of her poetry so she can write. I watched her perform a ritual so she can use magic. So she has a motive now. Alright, while we're here... We've never looked into Mary Blake, have we? We've learned a lot about her, but we have just not looked into her much. After her marriage to Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of June, in 1881, she gained the title of Marchioness. Marchioness Blake established the Blake Foundation in 1890. Through the foundation, the Marchioness constructed and funded several orphanages, ragged schools, and widows' almshouses in impoverished rural towns and villages across Connaught. The Marchioness committed much of the Blake fortune to the foundation and organized fundraising events across Ireland and Great Britain. She spent her free time teaching English in one of the foundation's local schools, and privately funded the university education of over 40 pupils. Marchioness Blake took up a position of philanthropist and charity worker, acting as a pillar of her community and the very image of a God-fearing woman, until her death in 1894. Okay, that didn't actually tell me much. Okay. What else can we do? Maybe look in the hedge maze again? We haven't looked in the hedge maze this hour. That would be good to do. Or maybe it'll be a waste of time. I just feel like if there's a portal, it'll be there. And if it's not there, then, like, I don't know what to tell you. The game's sending me mixed messages. That it's somewhere on the grounds, and the entity we're looking for is associated with the hedge maze, so why wouldn't the portal be here? Let's look everywhere. Even at the fire pit. No, that's nothing. There's you. You're always out here. It's weird. Let's look in our big, deep dead end again. Still super suspicious to me, but I don't know. We can find the anvil, we can find this, the standing stone. It could be a replica, so who knows. Let's try and get up there to where Mr. Toussaint is. Get a bird's eye view. Hey, Etienne. Don't mind me. Just looking for portals. Okay, nothing here. Alright, what do we do next? What should we do next? I feel like yeah, I think that what we need to do is talk to Mr. O'Finn. Or we can talk to any of them about the Tutor de Danann, but let's go ask Mr. Dupre about Tirnanog, see if he knows anything. 'Cause he seems to know quite a bit about Irish mythology. Like a surprising amount for a voodoo practitioner from the Americas. So let's go talk to him. He's right here.
Hello again, my friend.
Have you heard of Chernanog? I have. The old Irish otherworld serves as home to the gods, realm of the fae, and sometimes an afterlife for mortal folk. It is both geographical and ageographical in that it is said to be under island, but also an island off to the southwest. Many stories exist of heroes sailing there on Imrams, voyages that transcend the physical rules of the sea. Okay, that didn't help. There's someone who's doing the well scrying who we can talk to about that stuff. I heard recently that Miss Dean descends from a powerful bloodline of Milesians. Good for her. I've been told she is a talented practitioner. I'm not sure that her bloodline plays any part in that, but it sounds impressive. Hopefully not so impressive that some lunatic comes looking for her blood. Don't look at me like that, Mr. Ward. People have done worse for the promise of less. Okay. I don't think there's much else we can ask him.
Not at all, Mr.
Private residence. It's firmly locked. Door leading to the Blake residence. That's nothing. Can we go into the ballroom yet? Okay. I guess not. I'm a bit stumped again. We'll have the opportunity to talk to everyone during the ball, which is good because I feel like most of what I have to do involves talking to people. But unfortunately, after the ball, it'll be time to go to bed. And it won't be nighttime anymore, and I won't be able to look for the portal. Unless, of course, the portal, like, opens up under our feet at the ball. That would be pretty sick. But I have a feeling that's not what's going to happen. Yeah. Alright, I'm a little stumped again, but we'll figure out what to do. Maybe I'll do another scour of the grounds when I still have time. When I do have time, because I gotta get to work soon. But, yeah. I'll figure out what to do next time. Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more The Séance of Blake Manor.